Arts, Quarter 1, Lesson 2. Elements of arts, medium and elements together are the material the artist uses in creating a work of art. The distinction between them is easy to see but hard to define. An element can be known only in some medium, but as an element, it is independent of medium. When we study elements, we consider them with no attention to the means by which we can come into contact with a work of art. The elements are its qualities or properties. So we have here seven elements of art. The first one is line, which is our basic means for recording and symbolizing ideas, observations, and feelings. It is a primary means of visual communication. Lines always have direction. They are always active. As we can see in our screen, the line variations, we have here letter A, actual line, B, implied line and implied curved line, C, actual straight, long and implied curved line, D, line created by an edge, E, vertical line, attitude of alert attention, horizontal line, attitude of rest. Letter F, diagonal line, slow action or fast action. G, sharp jagged line. H, dance of curving line. I, hard line or soft line. And J, ragged, irregular line. Number 2, shape. Refers to the expanse within the outline of a two-dimensional area or within the outer boundaries of a three-dimensional object. It may be geometric, which tends to be precise or regular. Circles, triangles, squares, or organic, which are irregular, often curving or rounded and similar and more informal. Most common shapes in human-made world are geometric, while most shapes in nature are organic. Mass is a physical box of a solid body material and has a three-dimensional area. So we have here two examples of mass. First one is mass in two dimensions by Henry Moore, 1938, Green Horton Stone, the title of Recumbent Figure. And the second one is mass in three dimensions by Pablo Picasso, 1923, Grease Crayon Drawing, with the title of Head of a Young Man. Number 3, space. It is the indefinable general receptacle of all things. It is continuous, infinite, and ever-present. The visual arts are sometimes referred to spatial arts because most of the art forms are organized in space. Architects are especially concerned with space, with three-dimensional objects such as in architecture and sculpture. One has to move around to get a full experience of three-dimensional space. With two-dimensional works such as drawings, prints, photographs, and paintings. The actual space is defined by its edges, usually the two dimensions of height and width. The illusion of third dimension in two-dimensional works is spatial depth. The diagrams of clues to spatial depth in two-dimensional surface. Rebel 1999. Behavior letter A. Overlap. B. Overlap and diminishing size. C. Vertical placement. And letter D. Overlap, vertical placement, and diminishing size. Number 4. Value. Value refers to the lightness and darkness of a surface. It ranges from white to various grays to black. It can be a property of color or an element-independent color. Chiaroscuro is the use of gradations of light and shade, in which the forms are revealed by the subtle shifting from light to dark areas. This technique was developed during the Renaissance period to create illusion that figures and objects depicted on a flat surface appear as they do in the natural light condition. Number 5. Color. It is a component of light. Affects us directly by modifying our thoughts, moods, actions, and even our health. Color exists only in height or in light, but the light itself seems colorless to the human eye. The so-called color is the effect of our eyes on light waves of differing wavelengths or frequencies. The properties of a color. Hue. It is a particular wavelength of spectral color to which we give name. In 1666, British scientist Sir Isaac Newton discovered that when the light of the sun passes through a glass of resin, it is separated into the bands of colors that make up the visible spectrum. The sequence of spectral colors is red, orange, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Primary hues are red, yellow, and blue. Secondary hues, orange, green, and violet. These are produced by the mixture of primary hues. Intermediate hue are red, orange, yellow-green, blue-green, and red-violet. Each are located between the primary and the secondary hues of which they are composed. Colors affects our feelings about size and distance as well as temperature. Yellow, green, and red violet are composed, dividing the color wheel into cool and warm. Cool colors found at the blue-green side of the wheel, while the warm colors at the red-orange side appear to expand and advance. Objects that appear to be black absorbs all the colors, while objects that appear white reflects all the colors of the spectrum. Black and white are not true colors, and their combination. Gray is achromatic, and they are often referred to as. Intensity, also called saturation, refers to the purity of a hue or color. The pure hue is the most intense form of a given color, the hue at its highest saturation, and the hue in its brightest form. Number 6. Texture. The textile qualities of surfaces or to the visual representation of those qualities is referred to as texture. In visual arts, Actual textures are those we can feel by touching. Simulated textures are those created to look like something other than paint on a flat surface. Painters simulate texture, while sculptors and architects make use of actual texture. Number 7 is perspective. It is point of view. In visual arts, it can refer to any means of representing three-dimensional objects in space on a two-dimensional surface. There is a system designed to depict the way objects in space appear to the eye. In linear perspective, objects appear smaller at a distance because parallel lines appear to converge. They recede into distance, and the last meeting of the line on the horizon is called vanishing point. Time and motion. Time is non-spatial, in which events occur in succession. Our experience of time depends upon the movements we experience, and vice versa. A sense of motion can be created by actual change in position. Light, the source, color, intensity, and the direction of light greatly affect the way things appear. As the light changes, surfaces illuminated by it also appear to change. To suggest the way light reveals form, artists use changes in value. So that's all. Thanks for listening. See you next meeting. This is your Mapper teacher, Sir Emil M. Hello.